Hey guys, Mitch here with another review from Steam. This game is called Recettear, and it's a Japanese RPG that was released this year. Now the point of this RPG is you play a little girl who's in a lot of debt, and you have to try to make the debt up somehow. And how you make up the debt is you start running up a shop, and you start selling items that you would usually use in normal RPGs, and you start selling them to heroes. This game feels a lot like previous games of the genre, like Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing, and if you really enjoy those games, you really enjoy this game. Besides just selling items, you don't just sell them for a fixed price like you do in Harvest Moon or normal RPGs when you sell them to shopkeep. In this, you have to haggle up prices, and you have to try to get the best income that you can get. And you can't go up too high or you won't make the sale, and you can't go too low or you won't make money. Occasionally, as you go along in the game, you'll get new features. From people coming in and trying to sell you stuff, to ordering stuff and you have to go out and get them, or to changing up the environment of your shop to make it more interesting for consumers. Now, the game isn't all that simple. Occasionally there'll be news flashes that come across the screen when you load up that says certain items are up for a higher price. So that means if you wanted to go buy that at that time, you'd be paying more at the time. Or if you want to sell it, you can usually increase your sale price of it a little bit more than usual. Once you figure out the selling points of each character that comes in your shop, the selling part comes pretty easy. It took me a while to figure out how to sell items to little girls because you would sell it for even 10% more of what the base price is, and they wouldn't accept it. Now I know what you're thinking, where does the game actually get really fun? Is it just sales trading? Well, no. Now, when you have to get items, you don't just have to trade between other shops. You can hire mercenaries because the girl herself cannot fight, and you go through random generated dungeons. As the game progresses, you get to unlock other heroes that you can take out onto the field and start getting items with them. These heroes usually have a different playstyle and can equip different items. As well as these heroes come into your shop occasionally to buy items that you have out on your shelves. The upside to this is the fact that they will equip the items if they are better than the ones they have, which is usually the case. Having your hero equipped items instead of you equipping them on the fly when you go into the dungeon also relieves bag space because you can only carry so many treasures per visit per dungeon. And when you're in the dungeon, the battle system reminds me a lot of the Mana series. It's just your normal attack, special attack, and you can switch between two types of special attacks each character has or more depending on their level. And as you kill each enemy, you get experience, and you can open up treasure chests, which either contain traps, monsters, or actual treasure. And a cool thing is, every 5th floor of a dungeon you get a boss fight, and if you defeat the boss, you also unlock a door, which you can leave or continue in the dungeon. If you decide to leave, you go back to the town, but you can come back and start at that floor again. And with all that said, there is a day system implemented that requires you to pay attention to what you're doing because you can't go dungeon crawling all day and then come back and sell stuff in your shop. This gauge is located on the top left of the screen when you're playing and is cut into 4 sections. Each section shows you what time of day it is, with the lightest blue being morning and the darkest blue or purple being night. It is really easy to manage considering selling items in your shop costs 1 part of the gauge, going up for dungeons 2, and visiting towns 1. So it's not really that hard to watch over. That is the review. The game has its ups and downs, and its downs are mostly its simplistic gameplay, but with the combination of both styles of gameplay, it feels kind of relaxed, and you can sit down once in a while when you're bored of hardcore gaming and play it. It feels a lot like Harvest Moon did when it came out on the 64. Now I suggest you go out right now and try this game if you like the review. There is a demo on the Steam network for you guys to try it, so I highly suggest it. And don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you like any of our videos. See you guys in the next review.